It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Evette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
I'm Evette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Hey. Minnesota holds a special place in entrepreneur and designer Houston White's heart. It's where he got his start, Minnesota. So whether it's launching the Get Down Coffee Company or his Houston White for Target collection, Houston takes immense pride in giving back and inspiring those around him, which Houston discussed turning passion into reality, the importance of lifting the community up, Target's new exciting content series, Black Beyond. Now playing on YouTube, youtube.com/Target. Do I need to do that again? Anyway.
Okay, because you made a face after you said that, and that shouldn't even be like you. Janelle, you got to do this over.
Okay, let me do it again. We just do it again. I'll just say that part and maybe you can cut it off. Minnesota holds a special place in entrepreneur and designer Houston White's heart. It's where he got his start. So whether it's launching the Get Down Coffee Company or his Houston collection for Target, Houston, damn, what's that noise in the background?
Janelle must be gone trying to put them kids in the bed.
Okay, back again. Minnesota also. Okay.
Did you practice this?
I did.
Huh? No, who is that?
She told you.
Don't answer any questions.
Stop. Okay, here we go. Minnesota holds a special place in entrepreneur and designer Houston White's heart. It's where he got his start. So whether it's launching the Get Down Coffee.
Hold on, we'll just start over. I'm sorry.
Yeah, delete all that because I was like,
okay.
Because you know what, it doesn't read right.
Don't answer that door number for these people. They're trying to sell
words.
stuff.
And that's what I keep doing. I keep adding words into it.
If you do this, if you want to fix it up, because they so particular, if you want to fix it up how you want to say it.
I can read it. It's just it says Minnesota holds a special place in entrepreneur and designer Houston White's heart. It does not make sense to me.
It does.
So, but I mean, I just have to get, because I keep wanting to say we hold a special place in our heart for Houston White, but they didn't write it that way. But I'll have to put in my acting skills.
Okay,
It seems like it's like Teresa when I'm reading scripts. Read what the hell they saying. Stop making up shit. Okay.
You know you like to ad lib.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Evette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These jet-setting divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Evette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, Minnesota holds a special place in entrepreneur and designer Houston White's heart. It's where he got his start. So whether it's launching the Get Down Coffee Company or his Houston White Target collection, Houston takes immense pride in giving back and inspiring those around him. Watch Houston discuss turning passion into reality and the importance of lifting the community up for Target's exciting content series, Black Beyond, now playing on youtube.com/Target. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
How are you doing?
We're good.
Yeah. How are you all doing?
Yeah, doing good. Hey, girls, we got some stuff to talk about because you know what? People don't know how to fly. People don't know how to ask people stuff when you on a plane. And when you go to different countries, you better know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
etiquette.
I I mean, we just saw that article about this lady. If I paid $200 extra for my seat, just because you and your family didn't plan ahead, don't ask me to get up and go back 20 rows. No, you ask the people, you give up your seat and let somebody come up and you go back 20 rows. That's what I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They should have the right thing to do. And I don't even know why. I kind of looked at that. So like the flight attendants, I don't even know if they even really got involved in that. They didn't too much talk about it. If they wanted to sit together, I think they should have gotten people from the back to come up, and then they should have went to the
and they could have done that before they even got on the plane, if that's the case.
That's what I've had to do before, because I got on the plane with my son once late, but he was probably 8 or 9, and I thought, okay, I know these people don't want him to sit next to them. so somebody finally got up and moved, but this was on Southwest. On other flights, you can kind of you need to schedule or pick a seat where you're going to sit at.
I say if you know that you're flying in a large group or with a family of 4 or 5 or even 3 or whatever, you need to purchase your seats to make sure so you won't have those problems, up front.
Yeah, and select your seat. Even if you got to pay for it, select your seat and pay for the seat. Because there are many times that I fly and I want the leg room or the comfort, especially if I'm on a 10-hour flight. If I planned accordingly and stated, I want extra room, I'm going to be on this plane for 10 hours. Don't come get mad and call me all kind of names because you want to sit with your husband. Well, you and your husband and your kids can go sit in the back and let 3 people come forward and sit in your seat. You move back, because I think that was definitely not a good thing. And it's just a lot of other plane etiquette. I don't even like when people jump up when the seatbelt sign goes off and run down the aisle. This happened like 2 of my flights in the last couple of. They just the light dings. They take the seatbelts and they run down the road. I have almost tripped a lady because I throw my bag right in the. I'll throw my bag in the aisle.
It's very unconsiderate.
They hurry and get up out of their seats. It's just like ridiculous. Like, you're not going anywhere right now. Just sit there and wait to, let the plane get to the gate. It's like crazy. It's crazy.
So, and it's like, again, if you want to sit up front, usually those seats are available for a cost. Pay to sit up front if you feel like you want to be the first one off the plane.
Absolutely. That's what you should do.
So what is the big deal with, why?
I think people just want to be first. So they want to be, and then they want to get where they're going. Lots of times you're going home, so you want to get home, but everybody wants to get home.
But you're hovering over people. Now you're standing in the way. They need to get their luggage down from the carrier above. Now you all in the way. I be like, this is where I try to have some grace and mercy. But I will elbow you if I see somebody coming and I'm in an aisle seat, which is rare. I will throw my leg out in the aisle and pop up, because I will even let people on my row, everybody go out before you will go, because I just don't feel like it's appropriate at all. And and I mean, and that just kind of also goes into just when you go to countries, I know people go to these Muslim countries and places that have really, really strict rules about attire, arms out. You remember when we went to Bali?
Exactly.
They pretty much dressed us.
They
were dressing us, and your arms had to be covered. In some places, your head have to be covered. And you know what? And I have heard about people literally almost going to jail for their behavior in foreign countries.
You really do have to be careful with that. I even heard about a woman. She was on a plane going to Dubai, and she had a glass of wine on that plane. And who doesn't want to have a glass of wine on a plane? And she was actually taken to jail when she got there, because I guess that was against their rules for you to have a woman maybe to have a glass of wine on the plane.
Wow.
So you really do need to
Did she bring her own? So they wasn't serving it, and she started
No, she drank it. It was through the airlines. So she drank it through the airlines.
Well, they
but when she
it.
got there was an issue.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, and that's things that people need to know. And like where, be, women walking alone in some of these countries. You
Mhm.
can't, like, like we'll go and say, oh, we're just gonna go find something to eat, and you're not supposed to walk at night alone. You got to be accompanied. You can't walk around in swimwear and all this other stuff. And
we stated, we always, that's one thing that we do for safety. We always try, we if we're going out at night, it'd be 2 of us go or all 3 of us go. We try to go in groups so we're not out there by ourselves. And then y'all know I'm always about security, so I'm looking and watching. And
yeah, because when you're visitors, and you need to know the rules of the road when you go to different foreign places and when you're traveling. Yeah, and so and that's just things to keep in mind. Even in restaurants, there's certain things you have to do in restaurants. And, I don't know if everybody even knows, as far as etiquette, how you eat, what you eat. You just talked about, some people like wine, but not every country is allowing you to have a glass of wine. So crazy enough. So, I don't know what kind of other
etiquette issues. Evette, have you had any etiquette issues while traveling?
Just not, going back to attire, I know y'all mentioned stuff about international, traveling internationally, but I don't care if you're traveling domestic. I have heard where some airlines have asked, especially some women, to cover up, on the airplane. Mm-hmm. You can't go there with
booty shorts on.
Boobs out, booty shorts on, just all kinds of things. You can't do that. There's an appropriate way to dress when you are flying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And so tell me this. Okay. So I have I agree.
Appropriate clothing.
So I have a situation. So when you're going to a foreign country, a different place, and they have a way that they prepare food. I understand if you like your eggs over easy or over medium or over whatever, that's great. But if they're saying that, okay, we prepare these scrambled eggs, so you're trying to explain to someone how to cook something. You go to these restaurants to eat their delicacies and the way they prepare them, or order something else, or don't order it. Order it the way. I was just out in Costa Rica, and someone wanted their eggs, a certain way that wasn't, a style. It wasn't scrambled, but it never was right. But do you feel like the person should be upset with the
No.
preparer? Because I feel like you eat it the way they prepared it, because you take that chance and you're not gonna like it.
Because you got to be culturally diverse when you go to different places. They don't do the same things. They don't look like you do at home. Your food is going to be, you're going to be in you're going to experience a different culture, a different way of doing things when you go to somewhere else. Just like we were in Bali, and I think I ordered something and I thought it was a pancake, and it wasn't. It was something totally. It wasn't even what I thought it was. But okay, I ate it. I'm cool, and I'm not gonna argue with anybody.
Yeah.
Remember the little pigs that we had in Hong Kong? I mean, we didn't know what they were gonna do.
Dim sum. There was a dim sum.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing
and
about
we ordered them because they were cute. We didn't know that was some dough.
A lot of people aren't cultured in travel, and just like you said, they don't have any etiquette, because you can't go to someone's country, and that's like going to someone's home, and then you put down their food or the way that they do things because it's differently than what you do. But some people just don't have that etiquette. So a lot of people just need to be taught. When you go to other countries, a lot of times they even tell you, and this is one thing that I'm going to start doing, try to learn how to say hi in whatever language that they speak in, if it's not English. So,
and they usually try to tell you hi, in their language as well. Yeah, and another thing is, I would always say, you always want to just be nice about things. Just be nice, because everything is not going to taste the way you like it, or and so don't eat it. Just put it to the side.
Hey, it's about an experience. it's about going and experiencing something different than what you are normally accustomed to when you're at home.
Yes.
You know,
But that's because we're travelers. And Tina, this brings up a great subject. You must travel with like-minded people.
Yes.
We like to wander around. We like to try different things. We don't get mad if it doesn't taste the way we thought it was going to taste. It's an experience for us.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't want to do that. Maybe I spent too much money on this. I don't like this, or I don't like that. I want my eggs just the way I fix them at home. When you need to be traveling more so with like-minded people who, if you want to go out and have these experiences, you got other people who want to go out and have these experiences, and people who have etiquette and who know how to act, because a lot of times you can get in trouble by somebody in your group. Like if someone in your group is complaining and they're they have
the right to put you out of a restaurant or anything.
Yes, and even out of their country. And so because you're affiliated with that group, you may get in trouble too. So
and I even have seen places, or I've heard or read, they don't like selfie. There are some restaurants that don't like you taking selfies or pictures of the food. It's like, I don't know. I'd have to go and find out where, but I'm starting to see that now, because as we know, we tend to post the food that we eat, and there are places where culturally that is inappropriate. Just like
y'all do remember when we flew into Turks and Caicos, they would not let us take pictures.
Yes, of the plane.
Like we got off the plane. The jetty, what do you call it when they let you out?
The jetway, when you walk across the tarmac. So
I think it's called the jetty or something like that, where you're not actually really at the gate. So they was like, no, you got to put your phone away. Do not take any pictures.
And that was maybe safety, you think? I think maybe that was one of the reasons.
No, we
were down the stairs already.
We were already down the stairs. So
I think it's privacy, because I know when I was coming back from Cayman, they took all of our items before we got on the plane. And so I started filming that, and they came and got my phone, and the guy said, no, you have to delete this. You cannot you cannot film what we're doing here at this airport. This is we have strict regulations around this. And he went into my phone, deleted the video, and then he went to like the delete folder and deleted the video.
Oh, wow.
Really? Yeah. I did not know that. Yeah. I know you said that they took all of your liquid products.
And I videoed because I wanted to do a reel on it to show people exactly what's happening in Cayman. And they took my phone and deleted it.
Wow. Yeah. That is definitely, that's why, they have their purpose and reason for doing it. And you just never know. And I even had to tell, people that they were packing back, we were packing back, we were allowed like 50 pounds coming on an airline, but on the way back, they had a whole different set of rules. You could still do the 50 pounds, but they didn't allow you to start taking stuff out. You just had to pay.
So because you were in a different country. So the guests allowed that. So now you're in another country and you coming back, and they got different rules, guidelines, stipulations, or whatever. So you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful with that.
Yeah, you got to be. And I never think you're on the same airline going and coming that the rules would be the same. But it was a courtesy on the U.S. side to allow you to remove the extra pounds out of your bag. But that is almost because they don't want you to open up your bag. Yeah, so interesting. So you definitely have to make sure that you know where you're going and what you're doing. We already seen with Brittany Griner and vape cartridge. It may be legalized marijuana in some certain states. Same thing goes with other states. I've even been hearing about incidents. If you're traveling from a state that has a legalized marijuana, and you go to another state, you can't argue with the person about where you came from. You're in a state that does not legalize marijuana. That's another thing. And you can't go to other countries because that's against the law. Right. As well as sexuality, same-sex couples, that's not, it's allowed in certain places, but not everywhere.
Yeah. Even internet restrictions. There's internet restrictions in China. There's all kinds of things. So you just have to be careful that you don't go against any of these rules, because look at what Brittany Griner is in. I mean, that's a pretty bad situation. She's in jail there and she can't come back. And they've talked about making some exchange or something, but nothing has happened. So, you know, that's something that, like I said, ladies, I feel comfortable traveling with you all because I know that we're not going to get ourselves in anything where we are, you know, in jail or in anything where we're compromised like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Because if they ask for $200, we're just gonna give them $200.
Yes, and I'm right along with y'all. We're gonna just give them the $200.
That's an inside joke. We were shooting down.
Yeah. But the funny part about it in Costa Rica, they tell you, oh, the police will pull you over and they'll get money from you. And it's kind of like they pretty much, I went through a whole YouTube and they said, do not drive because you're especially targeted in Costa Rica. And if you go even a few kilometers over their speed limit, they stop you, they finna shake you down and it's legal.
Oh, wow.
Which was crazy to even hear. Wow. Yeah, so you get a cab.
Did you tell them you had been shut down before? So that would be your first time.
Yeah, that would have been. So all I had to do was just listen and read. You know, once I went through, the best thing I'm gonna always say is if you don't know, go on to YouTube and YouTube where you're going, and you'll find out way more than you want to know.
Yeah. Well, come watch our podcast and we'll tell you about going places.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Awesome. It's been wonderful, ladies. I always enjoy talking.
Right.
Well, I'm Jeanette.
I'm Evette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Please go to all our social.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
At Hy-Vee, we take pride of being part of the communities we serve. In 2021, we donated more than 14 million meals, and this year, we're committed to doing even more. For over 90 years, we've been the place that people turn in time of need, and we take that very seriously. That's why we're loading our semis full of food this week and making deliveries across the Midwest to help families this Easter. To join our effort, simply donate when you're at the checkout. Together, we can make a big difference for those in need.
Get fast, reliable internet for any budget. Now qualifying customers can get Xfinity Internet free through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right, free high-speed internet from Xfinity. And Internet Essentials customers can get equipment included at no extra cost. Get started today.
Y'all know how important helping the community is to me, and let's be honest, our communities need us right now. All of us. People are always asking me, Shaletta, how can I make a difference? Well, I have the answer. Xcel Energy is putting on its annual day of service and you can take part. It's happening Thursday, September 8th through Sunday, September 11th. There will be nearly 80 nonprofit projects where you can volunteer to pack meals for folks in need, put together school supply kits, and more. Join thousands of your neighbors along with Xcel Energy employees. You can even get your kids involved. It's a meaningful opportunity for your entire family to make a difference. To learn more about Xcel Energy's Day of Service project, go to their website at www.xcelenergy.com/DOSinfo. Do your part to give back to the places where we all live and work.
All right, did you know I was the mommy slam dunk champion?
Really?
Yes, really, don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, go to left, fake 'em out. Mama, go up, mama!
She did it.
Again? You can't avoid gravity, but United Healthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.